I remember being asked if I would go to Thailand by a young woman on the assignment desk. And it really was a, I need to have you say no so I can move on to the next person. And I fully understood that at CNN the gig was international travel. Like that's what CNN did. We covered breaking news. So if you didn't do it, you really were not in the lineup to move forward and move ahead. So and I had just had my twins. So I had them in August. And so the tsunami happened in December of 2004. So I was so excited to literally get on a plane and leave behind 4 children under 4 because I was worn out. And, and I actually had a producer who said to me when I got there, if you can't hack it, I'm going to send you home. I'm going to put you on a plane home is what he said, which was so weird because I think when I had my twins, I was probably 38 or something. Like I was old. I was not, I wasn't a 17-year-old who, flying for the first time. And I just remember thinking like, you're going to put me on a plane home? What a weird way to speak to anybody. He said, I know you're a new star here at CNN or a star here at CNN, but if you can't hack this, I'm going to put you on a plane home. Years later, I would remind him of that conversation when I had started my production company and he was looking for a job. And he sort of apologized, but I just remember feeling, and it was very upsetting because I had just gotten to Thailand and I was, Thailand 12 hours ahead. So I was going to do my newscast, which would have been at 6 p.m., but I was also there to shoot a special. And so we shot all day and then I would come back and by 6 p.m. be ready to anchor, which what you find is that, as you're in the field, it actually is very helpful toward informing you about your anchoring of the show. So it's very, it's pretty productive. It's pretty useful to be in the field. It's not like you're covering this and then you have to go over here and cover something completely different. Mm-hmm. So I was able to kind of juggle them both. And my husband had given me great advice. I was so upset when he said that to me. I'm going to put you on a plane home. I call my husband very upset, crying because I'm a crier whenever I get upset. And he said, I don't think there's anything you can do except for, you kind of just got to plow through it. Like the only way to prove people wrong is to just prove them wrong. What are you going to call people? And there's nothing you can do. And I thought that ended up being really useful advice. And so we ended up kind of doing a great job on the special we were doing and doing a great job on the show that we were there to do as well and proving that we could certainly do it. But boy, that definitely pissed me off. And I don't think it's that unusual. I think I think that I certainly wasn't the first wave of women who had kids and who were traveling. But I do think sometimes there's a sense that people think that somehow you can't hack it. It's like, yeah, you knock something the size of a fucking watermelon out of your body, and then talk to me. I mean, it's just as if somehow that's a weakness to be a working mom versus the strength that we know it is today to be able to juggle all that you have to juggle and do your job, please. But yeah, that was very upsetting, very annoying.
And in terms of the story itself, what's your experience been with putting people at ease for an interview who are in the midst of such tragedy?
Oh my gosh. I don't know that there's a way to put people at ease if they're traumatized. I think the only thing you can do, whether it's covering a tsunami or covering a school shooting, of which I've now done many, I think the only thing you really do is sort of say, I am a person who's here to elevate what you're trying to say. So I'm going to ask you these questions and I need you to slow down and help us understand something. I think that's the best that you can do. I don't think there's anything else that you can promise or spin to people who are a mess when they're talking to you. I think all you can do is say, I'm here to accurately report and reflect what you're feeling and you're thinking and you're experiencing. And to do that, we need to just slow down and I need you to stand here and do this interview.